Hello friends, very good morning. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel because it will motivate me to give you better and better content every day. So let's start today big news. Now today's big news is that yesterday the government and the Met department told that yes, this time the monsoon will be normal, and it is fourth in a year that yes, four times in the last 4 years that we our monsoon is on a normal category. That is a good sign. It will hit the Kerala coast by 27th of May, so that is almost 3 days from now. So hope it starts soon as possible because it's too much hot everywhere, as you know. Another thing was why monsoon is so important is because of inflation. You also know that inflation is more than 7.5%, around 7.8% in India. Now that is on a much higher side. And in order to tame this inflation, you need a good monsoon. And of course, if the monsoon is good, more crops and even the farmers more get their income and everything, inflation may go down. And the soaring prices of vegetables and wheats and everything will may go down. So that is a good news. And other thing was, in order to tame this inflation, yesterday the government take a big decision of levying on a 15% export duty on steel. Now that is a big one because yesterday you must have seen so many steel stocks are down to almost 12, 13, 15%. And all the metal stocks are down. Now this is a big decision. Reason is it will hit the profitability. Now because of this Russia-Ukraine crisis, there was a void situation where India was helping hand to the world for giving us steel demand to cover the steel demand basically. Correct. Now because of this export duty, the export will go down. And reason is simple. The government wants to do that because of these exports, the prices of steel in India is on a higher side. Now we have to bring down. They want to discourage export, and they want that steel to be supplied to the local developers and the product department. Correct. So that is the reason they have basically ban on not ban but levied an export duty on it. Now the Steel Association is not so happy because of so many reasons. Now their profitability will be hit again. Now they because of this super cycle, metal super cycle, they started uh, planning of various expansion over the years. Correct. Now because of that, this expansion plan will also get hit. They may not go to it in a way, in such a way, in an aggressive way, basically. Because one thing is for sure, if your profitability goes down, of course the expansion plan will go for a toss, and that will automatically hit the economy also. So it's like a vicious cycle. But however, government had to take some steps. Correct. That's why they levied some excise duty. Also, they have reduced the excise duty on petrol and diesel, as we are aware, and that 1 lakh crore basically hit government is taking by themselves even for the LPG cylinders subsidy also given around 6,000 odd crore. Okay, so the bulk fiscal deficit budget for the year was around 19.4 trillion rupees, and the not sorry estimate is around 94 trillion rupees. However, the budgeted was 16.6 trillion rupees. Okay, so it is higher than the budget. Now it's been 2 months in this current day and we are going higher than the budget. But the problem is government has to take some action to curtail this inflation. Now as a percentage to GDP, uh, this current year fiscal deficit may come around 7.5%, which was planned earlier at a budgeted level around 6.4. Okay, so government is relying more on the indirect taxes, corporate tax collection, and income tax. Correct, and GST. Now the good news is that yes, GST is doing very well every month. Not from last 3 4 months. No, we are collecting more than 1.5 lakh crore as an GST. Now that is a good sign. This will help government to bridge the gap. But however, it looks like no government will go over the budget for this year, and they have to see what are the various other ways from where they can generate more income. One of the LIC IPO was one of the reason to cover that expenditure. Correct. Around 21,000 odd crore they got it from LIC IPO. They planned for the BPCL DC investment also, but no, because of the bureaucracy and all that, only now one of the bidder is there for the BPCL. Now that is what the problem is this bureaucracy, is literally taking away many things, many good things away from the country. Now, the government is totally dependent on GST collection, income tax, corporate tax. But however, they are okay with even the increase the fiscal deficit. The reason is simple. The currently major priority is to tame inflation. Even the yesterday, Shashikant Das came on the TV and they told that yes, their main priority is to control inflation. They are going to increase rates in coming months, and there is no doubt about it. And one of the things for the crypto also, they told that yes, we don't want to control crypto. The reason is simple. You can see the way crypto is fallen. Now it is creating a havoc in the financial industry. So that's why they are not able to control that, and that's why they are against cryptocurrency. Now, another thing is that government, because of the government levying on the taxes and reducing the excise duty, on the flip side, auto industry got a very good advantage. The reason is simple. Once the petrol prices goes down, of course, there is an increase in demand of automobiles, and also steel is considered as one of the main raw material for the auto industry. So because of this, there will be a good reduction by almost 9 to 10% at least in the steel reduction, cost reduction. So that will automatically go to their profit margin. Raw material prices will go down. Correct. So automobiles stocks are up by 4 to 5%, while steel stocks are around down by 12 to 14%. Now, most of the analysts on the street now are against the steel stocks. They are downgraded or they have given a sell recommendation for most of the steel stock, and they told this is an earth breaking like a resolution by the government, and it will completely change the way you see the steel sector. And export duty was not levied earlier. Now this shows the cyclical business of these steel companies. Now when you are investing in this metal company, you have to be sure enough that one day something will happen and something all the game will on the flip side. Correct. So you have to very much careful that when and how to invest. Now, even we were bullish on the Tata Steel, JSW Steel, but because of this, we also given a hold and review recommendation for the Tata Steel and JSW. So this is what happening in the metal industry. Now, talking about European and US market Dow Jones are up by almost 618 points, and even Nasdaq is up by 180 points. XAX Nifty is currently showing around 44 points up. So let's see, maybe some small good rally may come today. But however, yesterday also we seen there was a rally in the market, but it could not sustain. Oil, talking about oil is around 109, and the main reason is people are telling that when the analysts are saying that China, there will be a cut in demand from the China angle, because the reason is that this whatever they have literally having a war against the coronavirus, and they are locking down all the cities, and there is a big fall in the economic activity in China, and because of this big fall, China, who is one of the biggest importer of oil in the world, their demand will go down. And if the world, one of the largest economies, demand go down, of course, oil prices will go down. Correct. So this is one of the fear which market is feeling, and that's why they are. That's why you can see a small little drop in the oil prices again. Correct. So we have to see how the Russia-Ukraine crisis happens. Now, because of Russia-Ukraine crisis, the oil price is up. But if there is some resolution on that front also, the oil prices may go down. Now, another company like in domestic circuit like Zomato came up with the result, and its net loss for the quarter ended March was widened by almost 360 crores against last year 1 for 34 crores. Now that is what happening in these start companies, and that is why these stocks are falling a lot. If you see Paytm, which I told earlier, also the losses are increasing at Paytm level. Also, even the Zomato, most of the companies are now making losses. Then also their valuations are high. However, I am not saying these are not good stocks. These are the good stocks, but the problem only is that we cannot have a valuation metrics applied on all this. Reason is simple, they are new technology companies. Again, there is no physical products. It's hard to estimate and valuation of these companies. InfoEdge, which is you can say the mother of all these new age companies. No, they actually invest in Zomato, PP policy, then so many others. Now they are very well known investors and who are investing. So if you really wanted to play this proxy, better to invest in InfoEdge because you are getting a cluster of stocks in one stock, correct? Because they are investing in all these companies. So and they know better at which valuation they have to invest. So that is why be careful while investing all these stocks. Still, they are saying that we want to come into profit, we want to come into profit, but from last decade also they are not able to come into the profit. Correct. Even you can see in this PTM also. Then also they are making new and new investments. So be careful. The valuation you, as you are aware that it's like a Nasdaq. When the Nasdaq falls, now all these fintech companies it falls like anything because this valuation metric they are getting from the Western world that at this value or it is book to price value or that P ratio you have to value that stock. But there is no real science behind that or justification for that. Correct. So that's why be careful by investing all these stocks. Another one is that Marico bought around 54% stake in the HW Wellness Solution. Now, this is basically a FMCG company which invests in lot of not invest basically produce areas FMCG products and all that. So it's a small buy by Marico. So guys, this is what today's news was all about. Hope you like this video. And if you like this video, do share the click the like button and do subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon tomorrow. Thank you.